I didn't know what a derecho was. Didn't know that kind of storm existed. I didn't worry a bit about my coverage. It did not let me down. I was not caught blindsided. The secret is to have an agent.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pite's Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pite's Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
The friendly folks at Thiel's Collision Center in Chamberlain are the experts, and they get your ride back in tip-top shape. Established in 1962, they offer full collision repair work with wheel alignments, windshield replacement and repair, tire replacement and repair, and suspension work. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5:30. Plus, they offer 24-hour towing service. Thiel's Collision Center, where driving your dream is a sure thing. Proud sponsor of Chamberlain Cubs and Lady Cubs sports and activities, broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
What set BH apart for me was that it was just slightly different. I had half of my class go to SDSU and USD, and I wanted to do something a little different, have a little different taste of things. It feels really easy to go with what everyone else is doing and just go where you know you're going to be comfortable, like at USD or SDSU, because you know everyone there. But I think this was a good enough stretch for me, but it still felt like I had a safety net. And then when I came here on campus, I remember walking around and I was like, this actually feels like a place where I could spend the next 4 years of my life. What's up,
Hungry? Thirsty? The Old 16 Trading Post, located near the beautiful Missouri River in Chamberlain, has you covered. Stop in for a good cup of coffee and grab a donut, muffin, or a fruit cup to get your day started. While you're here, check out our cold case full of fresh fruit, cold chicken, sandwiches, and more. Perfect for a day on the river or a picnic in the park. We also carry a selection of fishing equipment, supplies, and several types of bait. See you on the river. Old 16 Trading Post is a proud sponsor of Chamberlain athletics and activities on liveticket.tv.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation. For over 70 years.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
And welcome to the Chamberlain Armory, where we're going to be covering the matchup of the Dell Rapids Lady Quarries and the Hill City Rangers. We're hoping to see some competitive volleyball here tonight. For the starting lineup for Dell Rapids, we have number 2, Elan Schoenhard, number 4, Lauren Cloth, number 7, Madeline Henry, number 8, Sophie Randall, 10, Kylie Fidelke, 11, Elena Wolf, and 15, Carly Ingalls.
And for the Hill City Rangers, we have number 3, Anna Dean, number 6, Demi Schreier, number 7, Maya Larson, number 9, Maggie Taylor, number 14, Riley Weiss, number 16, Zlatic Lupercio, and number 24, Grace Pikash.
And Hill City started us off with the serve, and that'll be Dell Rapids' point as we're starting the set off. So that sends number 15, Carly Ingalls, back to line for Dell Rapids. And that'll be at it. Hill City's reach, so it'll be an ace for Dell Rapids. As she goes back to the line again. And that one's nicely played up. Set up for number 9 in the middle, but dug up by, and that's a nice dump, but it's played up. Number 11 to 8 to the outside with a big swing by number 10, but Hill City's defense is there. And it'll be free balled over. Played up by Henry. And that's a point for Hill City as they got a block on the play. Rangers were back to serve, but that one's played up by their libero, and that's a slide for number 4. She gets a kill off of that, so that's a kill for Cloth. And that sends number 10, Fidelki, back to the line for Dell Rapids, as they're leading this match 3-1. She sends that one to number 32.
Sent over by 24, just missed by number 11. Elena Wolf. This will bring Hill City back to the line to serve with number 3, Anna Dean. Dean's serve is good to the far back. Brought up by 8, over by Henry.
And it looks like Hill City was called for a net violation.
This will bring our score 4-2 Dell Rapids.
And that sends number 4, Lauren Cloth, back to the line for Dells.
Cloth's serve is good, brought up by 32 and sent back over. Pushed over by number 8. 6 with a big swing, but a block from Dell Rapids. Dell Rapids to 2 with a big swing, sent out by 32.
That was number 2, Elin Schoenhard, with the big swing on that one. Now back to the line again is Lauren Cloth.
Cloth's serve is received by 32, chased down by 16, but no one to follow up and help her out. That'll land on Hill City's side.
So that sends Cloth back to the line again for Dell Rapids. She's going to send this one right back to Dean. And to the outside, number 6, but it's blocked. But it's played back up by, and that's a tip into the deep corner, and that'll be a kill for Henry. As she tips that one deep right outside of the Rangers' range.
Bringing our score 7-2, Dell Rapids. Cloth back on the line to serve. Cloth's serve brought up by 3 to 7. Pushed over by 16 with a big swing.
And Hill City's going to get a point off of that. Now we have some substitutions. Number 14, Riley Wees is coming into the game, and number 8, Escobar. And Escobar is going to go back to serve for the Rangers.
Escobar's serve to the middle, played up by 10 to 8. Just pushed over by 2. 7 to 14, who sends it over to 15. 2 with a big swing off Hill City's hands to the outside.
This sends number 8, Sophie Randall, back to the line.
Substitution, we have 3. Ellen Schoenhard coming in, or Clara Justice coming in for Dell Rapids.
And that'll be another ace for Dell Rapids.
Dell Rapids now leading 9-3, sending number 8, Sophie Randall, back to the line.
And it looks like Hill City is going to take a timeout. So as they take a break, we're also going to take a break here with Live Ticket TV.
that's right for you, and you want the best quality and service too. I'm gonna tell you about the place that you should try, and this will be the only place where you buy.
When you think of insurance, think of KPI Insurance, because we've got the deals that are right for you. At KPI, we understand the importance of having reliable coverage, and that's why we represent an extensive portfolio of national insurance companies, and we give you choices. Call us at 234-2323, KPI Insurance, for all of your insurance needs.
And we're back. And as you see on that one, Dell Rapids with a big play to get back some momentum. They're leading the game 10-3, and they're sending number 8, Sophie Randall, back to the line.
Randall's serve is good to the middle, played up by 8 and sent over by 6.
So that's going to send number 24, Grace Peshkosh, back to the line for and it looked like there was an ace off of that play, as 24, Grace Peshkosh, is going to go back to serve again for the Rangers.
Peshkosh's serve is good, brought up by 11 to 8 and sent over the big swing by 7.
And it looks like there's another net violation for Hill City. Those are just give me points to Rapid City, or not Rapid City,
Dell Rapids.
Oh my goodness.
Dell Rapids is now leading our set 11-5 with number 7, Madeline Henry, back on the line.
That's played up by Escobar. And to the outside, Larson with the big swing. And that one's sent right side to number 3, Justice. And they're going to free ball it over. That's played up by their libero. So they set her back to the outside where Larson takes a big, or Justice takes a big swing. And they're going to send that one to number 10, Fidelki, and that one's going to get sent back over. Hill City has a nice defense here.
I agree. That was a very nice block that they just did out there.
Their passers don't really have to do much. And that one's in, so that'll be an ace for Hill City as their crowd's starting to feed into the game. And this is going to send number 6, Schreier, back to the line again. And that one's played up by Henry. And then free balled back over by her. Played up by Escobar. And that's going to be a tip over the net. Number 2 with a big swing out of the middle. That's Schoenhard who gets a kill off of that play. And that's going to send their libero, Wolf, back to the line for Dell Rapids serve.
Dell Rapids serve is good, but received and sent out by number 14, Riley Weiss.
So that'll be an ace on the play for Wolf as she gets the game to 13-7. She sends that one back over, played up by their libero, and that one's sent back over and it's just pushed back down. They send that one deep corner, but that one's out of bounds.
This will send number 11, Elena Wolf, back to serve for Dell Rapids. Wolf's serve is good to middle, brought up by 3 and sent back over to 11-8 with a swing from 4, just missed by Hill City.
You can definitely tell Cloth and Henry are dominating forces for Dell Rapids. They're definitely owning the net right now.
I agree. They are very strong together. Wolf's serve is good, seen by 3, but didn't quite get it back over the net.
So that's an ace on the play. So that sends her back to the line again. So Wolf's back to the line.
Wolf's serve brought up by 8-3 and sent over by 14. Brought up by 11-8 and a swing from number 3 just out of bounds.
And the players are asking for a touch on that play, but it don't look like the refs are going to call one on that one. So
we have some substitutions. We have number 32, And number 16 coming in for Hill City, 32, Elena Dean is back to serve. Dean's serve is good, brought up by 11 to 8, sent over by 4 to the outside. Refs are calling another net violation on Hill City. This will bring Dell Rapids 17, Hill City 8.
And it looks like number 15, Ingalls, is back to the line for Dell Rapids as she just subbed into the game. She sends that one over to Dean, and it's played up. And a nice hustle by Hill City, but it hits off the ceiling, so they're unable to keep that one into play. Now Ingalls is back to serve again for Dell Rapids. And that's a tip over, but it's played up by their defense. That'll be a swing for their setter, Randall, as she gets a kill. She hits that one on line. That sends 15 Ingalls back to line again.
Ingalls' serve is to the outside, and it is called in. That'll be an ace for Dell Rapids. Ingalls going back to the line to serve for us. Ingalls' serve brought up by 32 to 24. The big swing sent over by 7, calling another lane violation for Hill City.
Both of these teams are definitely being, it was a net violation.
Net violation.
Dell Rapids, but both these teams are just being so aggressive on their blocks, so they're getting in the net a lot. But
yeah, very competitive game.
And that's Cloth tipping it over the net, but Hill City tries to keep that one back into play, but they're unable to as they get 4 touches called on them, and that sends number 10, Fidelki, back to the line for Dell Rapids as they got Henry and Cloth up to the net.
Fidelki's serve brought up by 32 to 7, and with a big swing over by 24, but number 8, Sophie Randall, with a very nice block on the net.
Block cutty.
Bringing number 10, Fidelki, back to the line to serve for Dell Rapids.
And that one's played up by their libero, Dean. And it's pushed over the net, played up by Henry, and it looks like she'll be called on a lift on that play. Yep. So that's a point for Hill City, and it looks like their libero, Dean's, going back to the line.
Score is now 22-10, Dell Rapids leading. Dean's serve is good, brought up by number 11, but wrong way with the ball, and it is out.
So this sends Dean back to the line again for the Rangers.
Dean's serve is out.
Got a little too much heat on that one.
With a substitution on our Dell Rapids side, we have number 2, Ellen Schoenhard, coming back in.
And Kloss back to the line for Dell Rapids. She's going to send that one over to Dean, to their setter to the outside, but that one gets touched. And that's Randall with the big swing off of a offset ball. That was a nice kill for her.
Score is now 24-11, Dell Rapids, with Cloth back on the line to serve.
And now it's game point. Played up by Dean. And it looks like they're just going to tip it over the net. Played up by Henry. And it's dumped back over by the setter. And that's a big swing to number 6, but she lands that one out of bounds, having Dell Rapids take the first set, 25-11.
Very competitive set that we just had. I'm excited to watch the rest of it.
Yep, as both teams are trying to punch a ticket to state. But anyways, as they take a break, we'll take a break, and we'll be back here in a little bit with Live Ticket TV. You sent us that.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And welcome back to the Chamberlain Armory, where we're covering the matchup of Dell Rapids and Hill City, as Dell Rapids took the first set, but it was definitely a competitive match here as both teams are trying to punch their ticket to state.
Very competitive in the gym tonight. I'm excited to see what our other sets bring to us. To start off set number 2, we have number 2, Ellen Schoenhard, back in the line to serve for Dell Rapids. Schoenhard's serve is good and played up by 3 to 24 and sent over by 9. Nice block on Dell Rapids, sent over by 7. Free ball over by 14, and it is out. Dell Rapids will take the first point of our second set.
And that sends number 2, Schoenhard, back to the line again for Dell Rapids. She's going to send this one over and in. Well, that's sent to the right side, but it's played up. And it looks like it'll just be tipped over by Cloth. And their libero will have to go serve, but their blocks hang for a long time. So they got high air time. So they were able to bring that one down on Hill City's side, sending Schoenhard back to the line again. She's going to send that one to number 14 to 24 to the outside to Taylor, who tips it over. And that'll just be tipped over by Dell Rapids setter. And it's free balled back over. And she's going to set up number 4, Cloth. Tries to get a kill, but it gets blocked by Hill City. So that's a free ball sent over. And that one's sent to the outside, number 14, who gets a big swing. And it looks like there's a setter dump right in the middle of Dell Rapids defense. So it'll be Hill City's point.
Hill City is definitely coming back with a fight. They are being very competitive this set.
And now Dell Rapids coach is saying the score's wrong, but I don't think it is. I don't know.
We have number 14, Riley Wees, with the serve for Hill City. Straight into the net. We have some substitutions. 15 coming in on the Dell Rapids side, and 32, Lena Dean coming in for Hill City.
And it looks like they're going to send Ingalls back to the line to start us off.
Ingalls serve over and received by Dean. Nope. Not Dean. Yes, Dean. Received by Dean.
And that was a big swing by number 10, Brooke Larson. So that'll send her teammate, number 7, Maya Larson, back to the line for the Rangers.
Maya's serve is good and played up by 11 to 8. Big swing from 4. Tried to be played up by Anna Dean, but did not quite make it.
Cloth had a big swing on that one. There wasn't much that was stopping that.
Definitely not. Number 10, Kylie Fidelki, going back to the line for Dell Rapids. Her serve is good, being played up by 32 to 7, and a big swing over the net with another big swing. Number 10 sends it over, and it drops in the middle of the Dell Rapids side.
That sends number 3, Anna Dean back to the line for the Rangers. She sends that one over and in, and they send that one tipped over by their setter. And they'll send that one outside to number 10 for a big swing. And that is put away by Cloth. That was a nice
There was
swing.
nothing that was going to stop that ball.
No, and Dell Rapids' crowd is starting to play into it. They're definitely getting some momentum in the gym.
Elena Wolf back to serve for Dell Rapids, brought up by 32, over to 7, and tipped over by 10. Number 7, Madeline Henry with a big swing, but blocked by Hill City.
That makes it Dell Rapids' ball because it fell into Hill City's block there. So that sends Wolf back to the line again as she sends that one short into the net. We have some substitutions for the Rangers. It looks like number 14, Weeze, is coming into the game, and number 8, Escobar is coming into the game. And I think Escobar is going to go back to serve.
Escobar back on the serve for Hill City. She's going to send this one up and not in.
That one was a little wide there. This sends number 8, Sophie Randall, back to the line. And number 3 is coming into the game, Justice for Dell Rapids.
Randall serve over the outside, brought up by 8 to 7 and sent over by 24 with a big swing, but blocked by Dell Rapids to the outside.
Since that lands outside of the net, it looks like number 24, Prakash, is back to
Serve for the Hill City. Serve brought up by 11 to 8 with a big swing from 2 that really crossed the top of the net. And the teammate tries to help her, but that'll be 4 touches, point going to Hill City.
So that sends 24, Prakash, back to the line again, as this is only a 1-point game. It's 7 to 6.
Her serve is out. This will bring our score 8-6 Dell Rapids, sending number 7, Madeline Henry, back to the line to serve. Henry's serve right to middle, brought up by 8.
And it looks like there's a foot violation on the serve there, so it'll be Hill City's serve as Schreier goes back to the line for him.
Serve is good, brought up by 11 to 8, and pushed over by 3, but a little short and lands in the net. Score is now tied 8-8. This will send number
6 back to the line, and she'll get an ace on that play. As I think for the first time in the sets, Hill City's taking the lead 9 to 8.
Number 6, Demi Schreier, going back to the line to serve up again for Hill City. Her serve is good, brought up by 10 to 8 and sent over by 2. Rolling across the net, Hill City's point. Now with a 2-point lead, we have Schreier coming back to the line to serve again.
And it looks like the coach is saying that it got blocked, but so she's asking for an explanation on that play. It looks like it got blocked, but the ref didn't call it. So we'll see what they were just chatting it up. We'll see what they say. So it looks like they gave Rangers a point. So they get a 2-point lead on this one now as number 6 back to the line to serve again. And she sends that one out of bounds. So serve will go to Rapids here.
Number 4 coming in for Del Rapid with number 2, Ellen Schoenhardt, back on the line to serve.
And she's going to send this one over to, and now it's played back over by the Rangers. Looks like Kloss going to roll, shot that one, and with the off-speed ball, she gets a kill off the play, as I think they were ready for a smoke show, but she just rolled it over.
Schoenhardt back to line to serve for Del Rapids. She sends this one over to number 8, 24, sent over by 9 with a big swing, just missed by the Quarries.
So now we have some substitutions. 32 and 10 are coming into the game for Hill City, and that sends 32. Elena Dean back to the line for Hill City.
Dean's serve is out. This will tie our score back up 11-11.
And it looks like number 15, Ingalls, is back to the line for Del Rapids. She's going to send this one over to the Rangers. And that's tipped out of the middle for them. Number 8 with a big swing, but it's played up. Now it gets tipped deep quarter, but their libro's there to save, and there's a battle at the net. That Hill City wins. Number 9 there with a big presence at the net, Maggie Taylor, as she sends number 7, Maya Larson, back to the line. Maya Larson sends that one over and into Del Rapids there as it gets tipped over by Cloth right on the back side of their block, so their defense wasn't able to get there. So that sends number 10 back to the line for Del Rapids. Kaylee Fidelke.
Fidelke's serve is good, brought up by number 3. In net, brought up by 10. Free balled over, brought up by 11. 8, sent over by 4. Number 24 with the big swing, but caught by Del Rapids libero. 7 with a big swing. Block for Hill City was there, but not quite, falling on the Hill City's side. Sending number 10, Fidelke, back to the line to serve for Del Rapids.
And she's going to send that one over and in. Played up by the Rangers as they send that one outside to 24. Played up out of the middle back row, and that's a big swing by Henry, but that one lands a hair out of bounds, as that gives the Rangers the point to tie up the game as they send number 3, Anna Dean, back to the line to serve.
The game is very intense. Both student sections are getting a little hyped up here.
Both parent sections are getting hyped. That one gets tipped over, but it's played up by the Rangers as they send that one right side, and it's off of their block. And they'll send that one outside to be tipped over. And that's Randall with a tip right. Same spot as last time, just right over the block of the Rangers, and their defense wasn't able to get there.
Number 2 coming in for the Del Rapids side, sending Elena Wolf, number 11, back on the line to serve. Serve is brought up by 6 to 7 and sent over by 10. Number 8 with a big swing, caught by Hill City's blocks. Back to 15 to 11, free balling it over. A big swing from number 6, Demi Schreier, landed just out of bounds on the Del Rapids side.
So it looks like number 11, Wolf's back to line again for Del Rapids. She sends this one over and in to 7 to 6 with a swing, played up by 10 to 8 to number 2 in the middle is going to tip it over. And it looks like that one got dropped in the campfire of Del Rapids defense. They weren't ready for a tip right then. So it looks like 14 and number 8 is coming into the game for the Rangers as number 8, Escobar, goes back to the line.
Escobar's serve brought up by 10 to 8 with a big swing from Henry. Rolled back on their side of the net, which will send Escobar back to the line to serve for Hill City.
Escobar is going to send that one over and in. She sends that one outside to Henry, who got, oh, that was a big
Yes, that girl has some height to her. Nothing was going to stop that one.
Nope.
Number 8, Sophie Randall, back in the line for Del Rapids. Randall's serve is good, brought up by 24, sent over by 6. 8-11. Big swing from Henry. Blocked by Hill City. Bounced back onto the Dell Rapids side and out.
And the game's tied up 16-16.
Very competitive set here.
And it looks like 24 is back to the line. Prakash, a serve for the Rangers as she sends that one over and into their libero to 8-7 with a big swing, but this time she hits it off the block and gets a kill on it. So that'll send Henry back to the line for Dell Rapids. Played up by their libero to 24-14 in the big swing as they send that one outside to Chen, who hits that one long. And it looks like number 6, Schreier, is going to go back to the line for the Rangers.
Her serve brought up by 7-8 with a big swing from Henry just outside. The Rangers are leading our score 18-17. The serve is up. Sent way over by number 9. With a net violation, the point will go to Dell Rapids.
Looks like number 2 is going back to the line, Schoenhard for Dell Rapids, as we're tied up 18-18 still.
Schoenhard's serve brought up by number 3 to 24, sent over by 9 from the outside. Point to Dell Rapids, sending number 2 Schoenhard back to the line to serve.
That one's played up, and it's chased down by her teammates. It'll be free balled over. Number 2 to 8 to number 3, who tips it over, but it didn't look like they got hands on it, so it'll be 4 touches for Dell Rapids side as that sends number 14, Wise back.
Riley Wise back to the line to serve for Hill City. Wise serve is up, played up by 7 to 8, sent over with a big swing by 10. Played up by the Rangers and sent back over by 9 to the outside. Henry got it, and 4 sends it over. (14-9), sending it over, brought up by 11. With a big swing from number 4, Lauren Cloth. That'll be a Dell Rapid point. We have number 15 coming in for Dell Rapid, which will send her back to the line, Carly Ingalls. Little discussion from the refs.
Yeah, it looks like they're talking about who got the point or who has serve. I don't know what they're discussing right now because the ref called it out, so. It should be Ranger serve, I think, unless they called it in.
Dell Rapids serve with Ingalls on the line. Maybe. There's a little more discussion going on. 32, Elena Dean coming in for Hill City.
And it looks like number 15, Ingalls, is back to the line for Dell Rapids serve.
Ingalls' serve falls straight to the middle, bringing our score 21-19, Dell Rapids.
It looks like there was a little miscommunication on that. So now we'll have a timeout called by the Hill City Rangers. And as they take a break, we'll also take a break here. Chamberlain Armory with Live Ticket TV.
Chamberlain Veterinary Chamberlain Veterinary Supply, your local large and small animal veterinary hospital and supplier, offers a large variety of animal services, equipped with a haul-in facility to perform services needed for large animals, chute side on the farm to cover your ultrasound and processing cattle needs. Also offering small animal services from wellness exams, grooming, boarding, and surgical needs. Fully stocked with cattle antibiotics, vaccine, and general supplies to get the job done. Dr. Joy has been your local veterinarian, servicing the area since 2008. Give her and her team a call today. Chamberlain Veterinary.
So that's number 10 who will tip it out of bounds for Dell Rapids as that sends number 7, Maya Larson, back to the line to serve.
Larson's serve brought up by number 7 to 8, hit over by 4 but blocked by the Hill City. Score is tied 21-21 in the second set of play.
Dell Rapids took our first, and that's Randall with the crafty tip there to get a point for Dell Rapids.
This will send number 10, Kylie Fidelki, back to the line for the Quarries.
She's going to send this one a little too long as that serve lands out of bounds. Making it Hill City serve as their libero, Anna Dean, goes back to the line. Played up by their libero to Randall, to a big swing by Henry, played up by the Rangers. As she sends that one right side, but it looks like there's a miscommunication. And that's Randall with the tip again, making it Dell Rapids point, 23-22 as number 2 comes into the game. Schoenhard, and that sends Elena Wolf back to the line for Dell Rapids.
Wolf's serve, played up by number 3 to 7, sent over by 10 with a block from Dell Rapids.
It looks like Hill City got called with 4 touches as it's set point here as Wolf goes back to the line.
Wolf's serve, brought up by 32 to 7, sent over by 6, played up with a swing from number 2, Ellen Schoenhard. That would be Dell Rapids' second set win of the night.
So we'll be back here in a little bit to cover set number 3 here.
Your local large and small animal veterinary hospital and supplier offers a large variety of animal services, equipped with a haul-in facility to perform services needed for large animals, chute side on the farm to cover your ultrasound and processing cattle needs. Also offering small animal services from wellness exams, grooming, boarding, and surgical needs. Fully stocked with cattle antibiotics, vaccine, and general supplies to get the job done. Dr. Joy has been your local veterinarian, servicing the area since 2008. Give her and her team a call today. Chamberlain Veterinary Supply, your local...
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
And welcome back to the Chamberlain Armory, where we're covering the matchup of Dell Rapids and Hill City here. Currently, Dell Rapids is leading the sets 2-0 as we're about to start our third one. And tonight, we've seen some pretty good volleyball.
It has been very competitive in this gym tonight. The last set was almost tied up the entire set.
Yeah, and we definitely have some girls that are owning the net here. We have Cloth and Henry and where's she at? Schoenhart, who are having some big presences for Dell Rapids, but Maggie Taylor for Hill City has been super good on their blocks and getting touches for their defense, so they have a chance to dig up these balls.
Yes, very competitive game between these two teams.
And Dell Rapids libero doesn't really let balls drop at all.
No.
Like, not very often. She's very good at what she does.
Yes, they're very quick, very keeping their eyes on the ball, just very competitive.
Uh-huh.
With 15 seconds left before our third set.
No, both these teams definitely want a ticket to go to state. So
Number 14, Riley Wees, back on the line to start our serve for Hill City. Wees' serve is in just barely, giving Hill City the first point of our set number 3.
Now that's a way to start off a set, with an ace.
Wees back on the line to serve.
She's going to send this one over and into their libero to Randall to the outside. Number 10 with a tip. Played up by Hill City as they roll shot it over. Number 7. And that's a big swing tip thing. I don't really know what you'd call that, by Cloth out of the middle for Dell Rapids, making it 1-1 as 32 subs into the game.
Number 15, Carly Ingalls, back on the line to serve for Dell Rapids. Ingalls sends her serve over, brought up by 32, sent her way back, which will have Ingalls back to the line for Dell Rapids. Ingalls serve brought up by 32 to 24, sent over by 9, brought up by 10. With a big swing from Henry over to the Hill City side.
That was a nice swing from the back row.
Madeline Henry has been on a roll tonight. Being only a freshman, 5'11", she has much more to go in her career.
She's got 3 years left. She's a very good volleyball player. Hill City's going to free ball that one over, but it's set back up to Cloth in the middle of the big swing, but nice defensive play by the Rangers to keep that one alive. And Randall tries to dump it, but Hill City's defense is catching fire here, as that's a big swing and it gets blocked, but that block lands out of bounds, making it Dell Rapids' point here as they lead 3-2.
Both teams have definitely kicked it up a notch in this third set. There is no breaks. Ingalls sending it over with number 10, sending it back. A block from Dell Rapids landing inside the Rangers court. Ingalls back on the line for Dell Rapids to serve. Ingalls serve brought up by 24 to 3, sent over by 32. Number 8 and 4 pushing it over. 7 for Hill City, sending it back. Number 4 with a big swing, falling in straight in the middle of Hill City. Score is now 6-1 with Ingalls back on the line to serve for Dell Rapids.
And Ingalls is back to the line. That one's played up by the Rangers as she sends that one to Taylor. Played up by 7 to 8, who dumps that one over, and it's played up, but her teammate wasn't there to chase it down, so that'll make it Ingalls serve again for Dell Rapids as she is serving the point for 7-1. That one's played up by the Rangers, and Taylor's gonna play that one out of bounds, so it'll be points 8-1 as Ingalls goes back to the line again.
Ingalls serve into the net on the outside, which will bring number 7, Maya Larson, back to the line to serve for Hill City. Larson's serve played up by 7 to 8, pushed over by 4 into Hill City blocks, over 32 to 7, sent over by 24. Drops straight in the middle of the Dell Rapids court. Bringing our score 8-3 in the third set of this matchup.
It looks like number 7, Larson's back to line to serve for Hill City. She sends that one over to their libero. And that one's getting sent outside to number 10, who has a big swing, but it landed out of bounds. So it'll be Hill City's point. Oh, but it was touched, so it'll be Dell Rapids. Point. As the refs are going to talk it over again. This one's taking longer than normal. Normally they walk over there and then it's like 2 seconds and they walk back. So we'll see what the...
Just a little family gathering.
It looks like there will be a replay on the play. So no point to anybody. They're going to replay the point. So it'll be Rangers serve.
Number 7, Maya Larson on the serve for Hill City. Larson's serve played up by their libero to 8 and sent over by 10 with a big swing. 32, 10 sending it back over. Henry pushes it over to Hill City. Sent back over by 24 off the top of number 15's hands and out of bounds. This will bring number 7, Maya Larson, back to serve for Hill City.
She sends that one over and in. And they're going to send this one outside to Fidelki, who gets a big swing off of it. And it was touched off their block, so it'll be Dell Rapids' point as they're leading the game 9-4 as number 10, Fidelki's back to the line again for Dell Rapids.
Fidelki's serve is just out of bounds, which will send number 3, Anna Dean, back to the line to serve for Hill City. Dean's serve played up by 15-8, sent over with a big swing from Henry. That'll be Dell Rapids' point, bringing our score 10-5, Dell Rapids leading. Number 4, Lauren Cloth, back on the line to serve for Dell Rapids. Cloth's serve played up by 3-32, free balled over by 24. Sent back over with a big swing from number 2, Schoenhard.
And there's a net violation called on Hill City, so that'll send Cloth back to line again for Dell Rapids.
Cloth's serve played up by 32-7, sent over by 10. Big swing from number 2, Ellen Schoenhard, just out of bounds. Substitution on Dell Rapids side, number 11, their libero is coming back in. Number 8 coming in on Hill City side to go back to serve. Escobar serving for Hill City. Her serve played up by 10-8, sent over by 7, falling on the Hill City side, bringing our score 12-6, Dell Rapids. This will bring number 8, Sophie Randall, back to the line to serve for the Lady Quarries.
She sends that one and over and into the Rangers as they send that one outside to 14, who gets a big swing on it, but it's blocked by, but they're going to call a lift on Hill City, so that'll be Dell Rapids' point as I believe Randall's going back to the line for Dell Rapids to serve. And it looks like Hill City's going to call a timeout here, so we'll be back here in a little bit with Live Ticket TV.
Agromat. Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
And welcome back here in the Chamberlain Armory, where we're covering the matchup of Dell Rapids and Hill City, as Dell Rapids just started us off. They're leading the sets 2-0 right now, so number 7's going to send that one to the middle to number 6. Just tipped right into the net, making the game 14-6.
This will send number 8, Sophie Randall, back to the line to serve for Dell Rapids. Randall's serve played up by number 8 to 14, who went into the net. Score is now 15-6, Dell Rapids, with Randall back on the line to serve. Randall's serve brought up by 8, sent over and out on the Dell Rapids side. Randall going back to our line again. Serve is played up by number 8 to 7, sent over by 24. 11 with Henry with a big swing, played up by 3. Henry with another big swing that it just lands out of bounds. This will bring number 24, Grace Pikosh, back to our line to serve for the Rangers.
Pikosh sends that one over to their libero, chased down by number 8, and that'll be out of Dell Rapids' reach as they give Hill City the serve. It looks like number 24, Pikosh, is back to the line again.
Pikosh's serve played up by the libero to 8 with a big swing from Henry over 6, sending it back, but a block from Dell Rapids. 14 with a big swing that just manages to make it through Dell Rapids block. This will have number 24, Grace Pikosh, back on the line to serve for the Rangers. Score is now 16-19, Dell Rapids lead.
And it looks like Hill City tried to punch that one back over, but they were unable to. So that sends number 7, Henry, back to the line to serve for Dell Rapids, as they're leading the game 17-9.
Henry's serve played up by 8 to 24. Sent over by 14. That lands just inbounds, which will send number 6, Demi Schreier, back to the line for Hill City.
She's going to send this one over to their libero, to number 8, to number 3 with a big swing on the right side. As it's played up by Rangers defense, it's roll shotted over. And she's going to send this one to the back row to Henry, who gets a big swing and gets a kill off of the play, making the game 18-10.
Number 11, Elena Wolf, back on the line to serve for Dell Rapids. Wolf's serve brought up by 8, who shot it right back into the net, which will put Wolf back on the line for Dell Rapids.
6 more points before we see one of these teams make it to state.
14 with a big swing and a miss, landing out of bounds.
Oh, looks like they're going to call a touch on that one, so that sends number 14 back to the line for Hill City.
Number 10 coming into the play. 14, Riley Wees on the line to serve for Hill City. Wees' serve is up, played that by 7-8 with a big swing from number 4, ricocheting off of Hill City's blocks, falling out of bounds, bringing our score 20-11 Dell Rapids. Number 15, Carly Ingalls, coming in to serve for Dell Rapids. Ingalls' serve sent over and played up by 32-24, with a big swing from 9, falling into Dell Rapids' block. But the point will be for Hill City. This sends number 7 back to the line to serve. Dell Rapids just a little short, bringing our score 20-13 Hill City. With number 7, Maya Larson serving.
She sends this one over and into their libero, but gets an ace off the play, making the game 20-14 as number 7, Maya Larson's back to line again for Hill City.
Larson's serve brought up by 7, sent over by 8, just off the fingertips of Hill City, will fall on the ground. Number 10, Kylie Fiddlekey, is back to serve for the Dell Rapid Quarries.
She sends this one over to 32-7. He'll push that one outside, and it's played up by Dell Rapids and gets a free ball kill off of it, making the game 22-14.
Number 10, Fidelki, back on the line. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back a little bit with Live Ticket TV.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
And we're back in the Chamberlain Armory where Dell Rapids has serve as they're leading the sets 2-0 and this game 22-14.
With number 10, Kylie Fidelki, back on the line to serve. She'll send that one over to 32-7. Hit over by 24, but blocked by Dell Rapids. Good effort from Hill City, but straight into the net, which will have Fidelki back on the line to serve for Dell Rapids.
She's going to send this one over to 32-9, and it'll be free balled over by their libero, played up by 4, and that'll be a swing, big swing, making it set point as the Quarries are going to punch their ticket to the state tournament here.
24-14.
And their crowd's on their feet.
Kylie Fidelki back on the line to serve.
A lot of smiles on the court, and she gets an ace off of it.
That is the game.
Well,
the Dell Rapid Lady Quarries have won. The crowd is up. The student section is up. The team is happy.
The girls are definitely pumped up. And they'll be a good team to watch here in the state tournament.
They definitely will be. Very competitive girls out there.
So congratulations to them as they're going to be in the state tournament next week. So we're going to see them get their awards and stuff, and then we'll be back to cover Burke versus Harriet Selby here in a couple minutes.
This is... This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.